right,
Did
so
you hear
we
a
should be
doorbell?
live any second now.
Okay. Participants. There we go. Changed my name.
Yes, we are live.
Good morning.
Good morning. So Kristen and I are coming on live here just a minute early so we can run and grab the links. Yes, there we are. I think it's just me in the chat right now. So let's see. I know I go right to my YouTube and pull the link right away.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you at all.
I don't know how else to do it.
I have not used Zoom, well, obviously until this past week as a teacher, and now I use it every day. So I'm still learning.
That's right. I have quite a few friends going through that right now because I was teaching in Germany for 8 years on the base over there. And so all my friends are going through it too. But a lot of them are using Google Me.
Oh, really?
I guess it's like Google, the old Google Hangout.
I forgot that Google Hangouts was a thing.
Hey, Kristen, I don't know how to send something on Instagram. How do you send it? Oh, share? No.
No, you know how we were DMing this morning? Like I wrote to you on Instagram and you wrote back? If you go to, hold on, Instagram tutorial. If you go to your main page, in the top right corner, you're gonna see what looks like a little paper airplane.
Oh, me?
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Go back, you wanna click the little house, bottom left. Yeah, bottom left. Now in the top right, you wanna click the little paper airplane and then
that's how you were messaging me. I didn't know what it was on.
Don't worry, not a problem. And then I can see that you are currently typing something, and then I will see.
We did it. Oh, sorry, people. Sorry if you're in the chat already. We see there's a few people already in the chat.
Can they type to us? Can we see stuff?
Yeah, so how, hey, Karen. So how this works is, yeah, I have the live chat up. So I'm going to go through and ask you the questions that I sent you. Awesome. And then during the fire round, we'll come over here and look at the live chat. I kind of check it throughout too, but we'll come over here to the live chat and I will read off their questions to you.
Okay, perfect. I'm not being rude. I'm putting it onto my Instagram. I'm letting them know like it's happening right now.
Right now.
Like
come on,
right
people.
Now. I put your link in my bio. I'm like, this is happening right now. Go here.
Feel free to share it, guys. Feel free.
I typed in right now and it's asking me if I'm making a voting post. No, like now. Come.
Well, let me go ahead and introduce us really quick. So,
of course.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining my channel. Kristen and I are just working on getting the links posted, and we're excited to see you all. We've got 5 people in the chat. Feel free to say hello. If you're a VIPKid teacher, let us know how many classes you did this morning or what you have upcoming. You had 4?
4.
I had 7.
7 to 9. 7? Wow. What times?
I do 4:30 to, today was 4:30 to, what is that, 8 o'clock.
Wow, I did 7 to 9 Eastern Standard because we can't get those last 2 slots to book anymore.
Right.
Oh, tears. We can talk about that later.
Now, see, I hadn't been the teacher long when we lost those, so I didn't really know much.
It was the dream. The dream.
I have to warn you. Okay, so I've been warning everybody lately. I jump a mile. There are lizards and frogs that keep jumping on my window, and they're like at my eye level because I'm in Florida now, and I'm just not used to it.
I've lived in Florida before, so I understand, and I stayed clear of them as well.
It's so funny. Well, I'm not scared of them, but there was a big snake. If you went on my Instagram, there's a big snake in the road the other day, and I posted that. I was like, ah. So.
Oh, I'm also going to share our link on one of the Facebook mental health and awareness. So people like want to come on if they just want to be around people. So I'm going to share this link of this conversation. Just as like, if anybody here just wants to chat with teachers, like I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee. You might see one of my cats like on the floor down here because they know I keep treats on my desk. So
I always have my coffee. Hey, Mindy, thanks for joining us. She said, hello, I love Kristen's videos.
Oh, thank you. I'm one of your viewers on YouTube because I'm stealing your link.
I saw.
So I'm here. I guess I can write good morning. Now, I forgot to ask, what state are you in?
Me?
Mhm.
I'm in Florida right now, but we just moved
Right.
here
Yeah.
in June
Okay. Where were you
because I've been
before?
overseas for 17 years.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you were in Central Time because your Zoom invite was in Central Time.
Right. I am in Central Time, but I'm in the Panhandle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused.
I know it confuses everybody. Everyone's like, I thought you were in Florida. I'm like, yes, I am.
I was. That's okay. I totally get it. When we talk like through our conversation, you'll see why people were always so confused as to, like, where's Kristen?
Yeah.
Where's she living right now? What's happening?
I got a ring light and I need to set it up, but for some
Oh,
reason,
right here. See this lovely thing?
oh, mine's huge.
I always recommend to teachers to get this one just because it's on if you go on my YouTube page, which we'll talk later, in the
Mhm.
description, I have everything I ever use. And it's not sponsored. It's just if you like it, go use it. But it charges right by my cell phone. It's got
You're not
3
an.
different levels of light. That's okay. And it clips on my laptop. Or
Oh, nice.
if I'm taking a picture or Skyping with my parents while I travel, it clips onto my cell phone. So if I'm like talking to them at night, like they can see that I'm not a ghost. But right now it just clips right onto my desktop computer. But it's
Nice.
so nice. And it was like $12 on Amazon. It was,
Right.
I'm an actor, so I'm all about being frugal and mindful with your money,
Mhm.
especially now since my musical got closed right before its finishing week or its opening weekend.
Oh no.
I know, it was so sad. It's okay.
Oh,
I
well,
got some love on Instagram because I shared as much like a rehearsal, and we
right.
just done like our newspaper interview and our photo shoot. Like we were ready to start the run, and then like
Oh.
right in the middle of the week before we were supposed to go in and get our hair and makeup done, they're like, "Don't even come in. Stay home. Don't
Oh.
leave your house." And I was like, "Okay."
I love following all those videos and things. I am not creative and crafty, so I have to like live vicariously through everybody else. My husband and children are. They're very good with
Oh,
music and playing instruments, and it's just not.
I am learning now through, and if anyone's watching this in the future, like a replay, we're filming this on Saturday, March 21st. So we're in the middle of this pandemic. So if you hear us talking about it, that's what we're referencing. But right now, as a K through 8 teacher, I'm now seeing which of my kids, like my students, are good with, technology. Because someone will go onto like mozartforkids.com and they'll make me like a little 5-second composition and they wrote it and they sent it to me. And I'm like, you guys are amazing. Actually pay attention, No, they're awesome. They're really great.
Aw. So I'm a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, bless your heart. It's been a whirlwind to try to figure out how to do kindergarten remotely because I obviously do kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. So
Right.
it's easy to assign my middle schoolers, like we were learning about Mozart, Beethoven, and Haydn.
Mhm.
So I was sending them over like the BBC special and what things I wanted them to take away from
Right.
it. But my kindergartners,
What
it
about
was
they make their own instruments?
me and the STEM teacher have been talking about doing a dual project. A lot of stuff now is like mommy and me. So they'll watch like
Right.
a Go Noodle together and then they'll do these interactive games because so many schools have been coming forward and giving us, not schools, I'm sorry, online programs have been giving us free resources, which has
Oh,
been,
nice.
my school doesn't have the option to do summer school. We are building an expansion in June. So we actually have to close the building. We do not have the option to do classes past
Wow.
May 28th. So sorry, we got off on a like non-VIPKid tangent, but again,
They're used to me. Anyone in the chat is so used to me. They know I'm busy, right, guys? So let me just tell you, if I'm looking down, I have your questions right here. If I'm looking over here, that's the live chat.
Got it.
So I wander, but that's just me anyway. That's why I work good with kindergartners, because by the time they're ready to move, I am too.
Oh, yes, understood. I have shared our group on 2 Facebook pages. If I see any other ones, do you ever post these links on any specific VIPKid Facebook pages?
I post on the YouTubers one, and then I have a friend that's posting some for us right now. But I don't have a whole lot of groups that I know. Maybe we have different ones. That'll be fun.
I'm putting it on the main page. I don't know how it's going to be received, but I'm at least putting it out. Like, if you want to come say hi, great.
Come say hi.
If anyone,
little positivity
yes,
today.
Please keep it positive. Main official VIPKid group page, which we can definitely talk about later, but we'll keep it very positive. That's actually how I became friends with Eric. which
Right.
is so weird because he would message me and be like, I really like some of this content. You're helping teachers, but some of them really don't like it. Can we talk about you doing it officially through us? And I was like,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, please just keep positive. Well, I'm sharing it here, but
Awesome.
we can get started. I will not help you procrastinate anymore.
Let me just say hi really quick. Karen, Teacher Mindy, Janice. Oh, you're in here. And Evelyn, thanks for coming, guys. There's 7 in the chat. Let us know who's here. Say hello. And okay, let's get started because we're already like, 10 minutes in.
We've been self-quarantined, so I feel like we're allowed to chat a little bit, right?
Right? Yes. And guys, anything positive you have going on, let us know. This is just something we wanted to do. Talk positive, have some positive time with friends. So let us know what you're doing to, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
I mean, I think we're just
Keep
trying to
your
build
mind
community. Oh, did somebody talk on here that wasn't us?
No. Oh, that would be weird.
That was weird. Never mind. That totally didn't happen.
Oh, we're going to get along great, Kristen. Okay, so why don't you tell us about yourself?
Oh, what a broad question. Okay, we're going to make it short and sweet. Well, I am an actor, a singer, a teacher, a vlogger, so many different things compiled in one, and I live in Columbus, Ohio. Currently a kindergarten through 8th grade music teacher, online teacher. I like to vlog. I've got several YouTube channels, like my lifestyle, VIPKid and teaching, and then I have channels that just teach like voice lessons for my students that can't always either afford lessons or now can't come to my home because we're self-quarantining. But really just all those things compact, and big advocate for Central Ohio.
Great, very good. Okay, can you answer this for me? This is totally not on your list.
Okay, oh man.
What is the difference between a vlog and a blog?
Yes, a blog is words. So you go to a blog and you read. A vlog is a video log of what you experience. So if you're talking about that you have a blog and you sent me the link, I would not go and expect to see video.
Okay.
Because you called it a blog. If you called it a vlog, and I don't know if these are actually official words. I feel weird being an educator talking about this one.
Okay, but then what's different about a YouTube video and a vlog?
I think a vlog is just a video log of your life or something happening. So if I made a video that was like top 10 ways teachers should be saving their money, that wouldn't be a vlog because that's just my opinion on one topic. But if I did like a day in the life of a teacher, that would be a vlog because I was sharing part of like my day. I could be wrong. If I'm saying this wrong and you're in the chat.
Right. Like I've heard of travel vlogs and stuff. So yeah, we'll check the chat. We'll keep checking. Paula, thank you for coming. Okay. So what did you do before VIPKid? I think you've answered that.
Well, before VIPKid, I got my bachelor's and master's in music, and then I went to New York for 3 weeks because I was that music major and I wanted to go and make it. And I learned very quickly how life in New York worked. And I was living on friends' couches because I was too afraid to sublet. And I went to an audition for a bunch of cruise ship companies, Carnival, Disney, Royal Caribbean, and Princess. And I went and did like a full audition for all of them. And I came back home, flew back to Ohio, and was ready to just graduate with my master's. Like it was August 5th. I got a call Monday morning, August 4th, and it was Carnival Cruise Lines calling and offering me a job to be a singer on their cruise ship. They actually gave me a specific one. They sent me a contract, which I didn't believe it was real until they faxed, because it was 2011. They faxed me my actual contract. So I just sat there looking at this being like, this is not how the starting artist game is supposed to go. I'm supposed to graduate, not have any money, work a bunch of jobs, audition when I can. And I really feel like I'm skipping some steps here. But before VIPKid, I spent 5+ years on 7 different cruise ships, traveling the entire world as a singer. And if you're somebody who's going to graduate college and you're thinking about doing it, I have nothing but nice things to say about it because you can travel the world, you can save money, see things, get a bunch of performance experience. And I feel like it helped me as a teacher, particularly with my kindergartners. If I can handle 1,000 drunk adults, then 20 kindergartners is cake. Like, But that's what I did before VIPKid. And then it was 7 ships in, and I thought I should go and try land life because I was noticing some people were developing like cases of alcoholism, depression. It looks really nice on social media when you're at a different exotic beach every day, but you don't see like the trainings, the very small living quarters, and the fact that we were seeing our friends getting married, having kids, starting careers, and we were doing the same cycle like week after week after week. So that's what I did before VIPKid, and I found it trying to find an outlet on land that let me be employed in between doing musical performances.
Great. Hey, Kelly and Evelyn, thanks for joining us. So they're coming in. Yay. We have 9 friends in our chat. 9 friends. See, that's the kindergarten.
I feel like you asked like a very simple question, and I was like, I'm going to give you a novel of an answer.
I thought that was a great answer.
I feel like in such a unique situation, you should just, if I just been like, oh, I was on a ship, like people would be like, what is she talking about? Like I had to just be like, this is what I did. And here's what I went to school for. And it was great. But I was ready to live in not a tiny shoebox cabin at the bottom of a ship. Right. And I had gone through hurricane season enough. I was like, I'm done. I think I'm ready to try land now. But I don't
blame you.
I went to land at 28 years old, having no idea how the real world worked because I went from high school, college, master's, cruise ship. So I got on land and I was like, Mom, what is this? Why is rent so high? People pay that much for gas. And I didn't use a lot of social media because we only used our phone once a week on ship. So I was like, Mom, I went to Starbucks and no one was talking to each other. And she was like, welcome to life now. So it was kind of a culture shock, but I was trying to find a way to have more control of my schedule in between a bunch of contracts. And as an actor, you don't know if you're going to be off for 3 months, 6 months, a year. So VIPKid fit really well. And I remember I was doing Dreamgirls, and we had contracted a bunch of New York actors to come to the theater. And all of them were talking about how they couldn't go out after rehearsal. They had to go work. And I remember asking some of these girls, like, what are you talking about? Like, it's going to be 11 o'clock at night. What do you mean you have to go work? Like, what are you doing? Like, let's talk about it. And they said, oh, well, actually, we teach online. So they were all living in like an Airbnb because that's what the theater paid for. So they would all have these separate rooms, and they were using like their cell phone lights to illuminate their face. And they would teach all night. And they said, this kept us from waiting tables, and we could still make some money on top of our paid, actors contracts. And I thought, there's no way. This is a new form of MLM. This is like the Mary Kay Lip Sense, Lularoe of online teaching. These people are horrible. What are they doing? And then one of the girls was like, no, actually, you can go sign up right now by yourself. You don't need anyone. I was like, oh, well, that's good. And I heard about it in December of 2017, and I didn't actually apply until like a month and a half later in January of 2018. But that's how I found it. Just talk of the mill through a bunch of actors, which is unique because everybody says they hear about the VIPKid through teachers, and I heard about it through actors. And I was not a teacher at this point. I was working in corporate America, very unhappily in corporate America, but it paid well, and I was about to buy a house. So I was like, stick it out, gotta stick it out. But that's how I figured it out. I don't even know how you said you're a new teacher, right?
7 months.
Okay, and where did you hear about this? Teachers?
Well, I had a friend that was teaching, but I was overseas. So I didn't even look into it because I just figured I was overseas. Had I known, the hours might have been better over there. But I was in Germany, but it would have been during school, the peak times. But so when I came back here, I didn't have a classroom in June. So I started looking into it, and one of my neighbors does VIPKid. So we went on a walk one day, and her and I talked, and that was it.
That's awesome. I have friends like that too when I was a substitute teacher. And a lot of my current teachers now are like, do you guys know of any extra jobs so I don't have to work part-time at Target after school? And I was like, listen, I can help you out in any way, but I try not to be salesy. I just tell them like, here's what it is. If you want my help, great. If not, here's the regular link. Like, I don't ever want them to feel like I'm chasing them down, because I would never respond to that. But that's cool. And yes, your hours would have been amazing in Europe. My girlfriend literally just moved to France, like literally a week ago before this whole epidemic happened. And she's like, yeah, I get up and I teach from like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I'm like, I'll stop. I don't want to hear it. I'm still here in Ohio, but
Right. But at least we can do it, right?
that's right. Yes, we have the option. Like, it hasn't gone off the table. So if there's anything we're going to learn, it's just to be positive, right? Keep
Right.
the positive mindset.
So you told us what you taught today. Is that your normal VIP Kid schedule, or what is your schedule?
Well, when I first joined in 2018, I had actually just been laid off from that corporate job I mentioned, and I was receiving a few weeks of compensation, but I tried to be full-time starting off, which, as you know, didn't happen. But when I first started, I was trying to build up to 5 a.m. to 10, Monday through Friday, and then 7 to 10, Saturday and Sunday. So I tried full-time hours, and then I got hired as a full-time teacher. So from 2018 to now, I was trying to do 5:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. before school. So I went from full-time, to very much part-time. But again, now that we are in this pandemic, I am trying to build back up to it. And I have a lot of teachers ask, like, Kristen, if I take time off, will my regulars go? And I try to show them, like, hey, I took off a year and a half from some of these slots, and slowly but surely, like, every once in a while I'll see a familiar face. And I'm so happy. Back in the day, like a year ago, 2 years ago, VIPKid wouldn't tell you if you had seen that child before. So you had to really keep a log. You had to be like, okay, have I seen this kid? Now, as you know, you're lucky. You can see under their name how many classes they've taken and how many from you. But I used to keep notebooks, like actual dated notebooks of like, oh, what day did I teach such and such? Now it's so much easier. So I went from full-time to part-time, and now trying to attempt full-time. But are you full-time as well?
I teach about 55 classes a week or so.
Wow.
It's not quite full-time. I was, but I just got too tired.
The time difference is killer.
Well, I don't have children at home. Both my kids are in college. So I don't really have an excuse not to, other than I'm not getting enough sleep and it's my own fault.
No, I understand.
But I have an amount goal. My goal is $2,200 a month. So I just stay within that for teaching.
I tell a lot of teachers, rather than like compare their schedules to people, to just set a financial amount. And then if you hit it early, take the rest of that month off. Like, get your sleep. Because I remember just burning out all in 2018 because I was seeing all of these people in forums be like, here's my $3,000 check this month. And I wanted to be like, I can do that. Who needs sleep? I will sleep when I'm dead. And I remember I just never reached that, like, I'm satisfied, because of course, when you finish one month, you start a whole new month, and there's never like a completion. So I just tell myself, hey, I'm going to set a certain amount depending on how many hours I'm working. And as soon as I hit that, then I'm taking the rest of the month off.
Great. Let's see. You answered how long you've been with VIPKid. What is a challenge you have had to overcome as a VIPKid teacher?
Definitely the idea that you have to build up your class schedule. You can't just get hired and then open all these slots and you're magically a full-time teacher. That was definitely one. And the other, I think I mentioned before, was believing everything you read in forums on Facebook and social media, because you read all those things and you think, oh, well, they're booking all of these things, so I just must not be a very good teacher. So I would definitely say having patience was an overcome obstacle, and reading everything with a grain of salt was definitely another one.
Right. And I know Danny talked about when she read things on the forum, she ended up not certifying for level 2 for so long because she had heard such negative comments about it. So she ended up waiting on it, and now,
Well, they're booking all of these things. So I just, wow. Hold on. My friend sent me our link. Yes, that is correct. My friend just sent the link and said, hey, is this the right place? Yes, you're in the right place. Good job. But yeah, those are definitely two. And I feel like now with more teachers, especially this month, rushing to the platform, like, patience is key. I did hear a rumor that they are pausing hiring right now. Like, if you want to fill out your initial application, they'll put you on a wait list for the rest of this month because they're short-staffed. I have no confirmation if this is true. I've just seen people send me screenshots that say, like, thank you for applying. At this time, we're placing you on a wait list.
Oh.
So I have no, like, this is real, this is happening. I'm just saying it was sent to me, and I wouldn't be surprised with the amount of US teachers now either out of work or remotely teaching, wanting an additional form of income versus the amount of staff that is not working currently at VIPKid. So I'm not sure.
one of my recruits, is that what I call her?
Mhm.
She got something saying, you've been selected to skip your demo or something. She's like, no, I want that
Really?
demo. She's she wanted to certify for 2, 3, and 4, 5. So she wanted the demo and not just skipping it. So
I'm actually surprised they haven't extended the AM hours for us, or even the PM hours for us, with how many kids are staying home. Like
right.
I've heard on other platforms they expanded the hours, so like instead of being able to start teaching at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you can start at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then
Mhm.
just see if anybody is awake at that time, and then again in the morning if anybody was
Right.
staying home.
I
But
wonder if they just don't have enough people for the platform.
I really don't
I
know.
don't
But
know. Yeah. So, what is your favorite prop, rewards, levels?
okay, my new favorite level is 4 and up, which is weird because I started in level 2 and 3 and I stayed in 2 and 3. My favorite props, I have two. One I actually made and one I bought on Etsy. And I'm all about supporting local businesses because I
So
don't make
good.
any props. My one prop is what I made with one of my kindergarten teacher friends. It's just the alphabet letters. And I
Hmm.
literally just printed them, pasted them on colored paper from the Dollar Tree. And this helps so much because even if the kids know them very well,
Yeah.
parents love seeing this interaction because you're not saying anything. You're just showing them this and they are
Hmm.
regurgitating the information. Oh, you have them too?
I use the leapfrog
Hold on.
ones.
And then
They
what I
came with
bought,
one of the videos one year,
oh,
and
did they?
uh-huh.
And I bought from Etsy. It comes with a key ring, so it's really easy to travel, but it's all the level 2 characters. And the key ring you can open up, so if you want to put these next to each other. So when I teach
Uh-huh.
family, and now that level 1 has like all the friends traveling, you can be like, oh, Meg and Mike saw like Lee in France before you sing all those random songs. But no, this has been great because you can throw this in a bag with that ring light we talked about earlier. So if I'm traveling to teach, I literally have my laptop, my
Hmm.
headphones, and then my ring light and then my key ring. And they just all go in a bag and it's super
Good.
simple and easy. And if I'm traveling, I don't take this thing behind me. I actually got a Christmas gift from Nancy Taylor. She sent me one of her maps and it's so cute and I love it.
Cute.
Oh, what is that?
This is what I used to travel with, if or just a blank piece of white paper in a document protector and a dry erase.
Oh, girl, I'm all about that. If you're stuck,
It doesn't
boom.
weigh anything and it fits in your bag. So
Yep.
I just have a couple of these and that's it.
I always get
Super
amazed by
easy.
people who email me and they say they just got hired like a week ago. And they'll be like, I'm so ready, Kristen. I went to the Dollar Tree and Target and Walmart and I spent over $100. I am ready to go. I have all my props. And they send me like these extravagant things. And then like a week or two later, I'll get, I don't know what's wrong. I opened every slot. I don't know what's happening. And I feel so bad. And I don't know who told them to go spend all that money.
Right.
When I first started like helping people, I would always give them like a $25 gift card to be like, go to the Dollar Tree and get you like this was $1, and then all the little pieces were like, go for less than $10. I got everything I needed for my first contract, which was really
Right.
nice. So if you're watching this and you're a first contractor, Dollar Tree, Dollar
This was
Tree.
all hanging up in my kindergarten classroom one year, so I
I
just pulled
love
it
it.
out and yeah. All right, let's see. Where are we? So, how do you handle tough kiddos or distracted kiddos?
I actually do it very similar to how I do my elementary school music kids. If I have a troublesome kid, I always look for one thing they're doing well because psychologically speaking, if you compliment something on anybody, whether they're nice or a
Hmm.
troublesome person, everyone likes to hear something they're doing well.
Yeah.
So in my kindergarten class, if Johnny's being a problem, I'll like explain what we're doing and I'll say, you know what, Johnny, why don't you come up and pull the popsicle stick and you can tell me who's going to go first? Can you help me? So if I have a VIPKid student that's being a problem or tough to teach, I'll always compliment like, you found, the color blue. Good job. Can you help me find this color? And I always make it, can you help me? And if they at
Right.
least understand that dialogue, even if they want to be troublesome and they don't want to do it, no one's going to like dislike being told they're doing something well. So for me, if they're doing a problem, they're being a problem, find something they're doing right and
Mhm.
compliment it. And if they're not doing anything right, just tell them they're doing something right. show
Right.
positive reinforcement, and then they will try to get more of it. That's just simple human nature.
Hmm.
I don't know if
In
I
my
did that right.
classroom, I used to compliment the person next to them or someone else on the, sitting on the floor with them, like, oh, you are sitting so good. And then the one that wasn't is like, oh, I'm like, oh, wow, you are too,
Yeah. Hey, before we did our
Bag of tricks.
school our school closures, I pulled out like a big mat on the floor, and it was a piano mat. You could press the keys. And I remember just asking the kids, like, do you all understand if you touch this mat before, it's your turn, you don't get a turn? And all my kindergartners were just like, Miss Basil, you're the worst. But like, it's like putting candy in front of the kid. And you
Right.
always, anytime I turned my back, I would see a kid be like, and I was like, and then I would, instead of yelling at them, I would say, you know what, Johnny, I saw you getting really close to doing it, but I am so glad you didn't do it.
Right.
And I hope we all can learn from that. And they would all just be like, okay. Great. Being an actor and an elementary school teacher is literally like, it's the most entertaining thing I've ever seen.
I love it. I love kindergarten. Okay. Do you have a funny story or favorite teaching moment?
I think my favorite teaching moment was a little girl had a birthday party. It was her birthday party. And mom had scheduled a class, and mom was like, you are not missing this class. So this girl came in, and she had like her party hat on, and you could see behind the windows that were closed, like her friends were out there playing, and she was just the whole time.
Oh no.
Hi, Cindy. Hi. And I remember just being like, how am I going to make her happy? She is so upset. And I saw it was her birthday. So I pulled like my guitar over, and I pulled my kitten over. And like by the end of the class, she was like singing and so excited. And I was like,
Aw.
I'm so sorry you missed your birthday. But I put like the stickers you can put on your face on me. I had like the cake, and I let her blow out her fake birthday cake. I thought that was really sweet. And yesterday I had a level 5 student talk about American heroes. And she had at the end of class had to explain who her hero was. And she was like, commending all the doctors that were fighting COVID-19 in China that weren't sleeping and doing all these things. And she's like, they will forever be my heroes. And I was like, that's so nice.
That's sweet.
I know. You never know what you're going to get with the kids. So you never know, like, are they going to take their class in the bathroom again? Are they going to be in their fort? Like,
do you know how much we talk about that on these Meet the Teachers?
Like, and they're not making it up. I remember I would go to like workshops, and teachers would talk about this, and I'd be like, they're making this up. There is no way. If I had kids, I would never. And now I'm seeing it, and I'm like, oh, kids will take lessons everywhere and anywhere, like the back of the car. One was like built their own tent, like they were quarantining like a game. They took their VIPKid class on an iPad, and they would like give me a tour of their tent.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it was online teacher dude said he was on a horse one day. They were taking class on a horse. A little quick hack for birthdays. I have some of these in a drawer on the side of me, and I just stick a candle in it, and I just keep reusing the candle. So it's like instead of a big cupcake, and they're individual, so I can just pull one out.
That's so nice, because I'm sure they're going to get tired of seeing my cat. So, I mean, I don't know if we're actually supposed to show them our pets, but I do it outside of the lesson to be like, hey, this is something special for you. So here's my cat that definitely wants to be here right now. And they're always like, oh, so nice. And they're very cute.
Cute. Hey, Paige, thanks for coming. And Danny's here. Hey, guys.
Oh, someone asked where I read something. I shouldn't have read it.
Go for it. I'm usually all about in here, but
somebody asked where I got the Meg and Mike prop. You know what? I'm gonna go see if I can find them.
Oh,
if I can, I don't remember who it was, but I love these. I think if you're just joining, we were talking about our favorite props, and this one is everything for level 2, and now ironically, some of the level 1. So it covers like emotions, Meg and Mike and mom and dad, and they're colored as well. So if you want to use colors.
Is that Teacher Lisa's Time Savers? I have some of her stuff, and I really like it.
I am looking here. I wonder, I haven't shopped on Etsy in a long time. I've been trying to save money. I recently got married. I don't know if I mentioned that. We are still planning on doing our honeymoon in June. We don't know if that will still be the case with everything shutting down, but we are hopeful to continue working on. We just finished paying off that in full, and thank goodness we put travel insurance on it. But now we're kind of saving a little bit of money each month to buy a home. we live in a condo now that we own, but we'd like to in the next like year or two buy a house.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to be like, do I need to go on Etsy? Because I know it's going to happen when I go there.
I've only been on there twice now.
It's awesome. And I feel like, especially now with people being out of work, like you will really see who's creative and, you know, trying to be adaptable to these times. I don't see.
I know our friend Evelyn Joy wants to start doing some Etsy things. She's been painting and they're so cute. Have you seen her channel?
Oh, yes. I follow her channel. I remember I would just listen to her when I would drive to school, because even if I was in like the mood to not want to go teach my kids, I would just listen to her while driving and I'd be like, she's so positive. I just want to be positive.
See,
like
Evelyn,
her.
yay. She's in here.
Oh, she is. Good morning. I didn't know.
Evelyn shared our link for us. So
oh, that's great.
Someone asked, where did you get the friends with names? I think that's the same one. Yep. Okay, good.
Oh, the key ring. I am looking for it. Now, you know what? Let me just go into my receipts in my Gmail, right? Can I just find it there?
You're so good.
I'm trying. When did I even buy this? It's been a very long time. Oh, and I can see things I bought from my wedding for Etsy. This is.
Oh, wow. My son's supposed to get married in May.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, I think they're going to move it up sooner, like next week.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Okay. Oh, I found it. Let me make sure it's still a thing, and then I'm going to put the link to these props. Yes, it's still a thing. Great. Let's see here. Oh, good. It's still a thing. I'm going to put the URL in the current Facebook group. There. That link I just put in there under Kristen's Classroom, which is my YouTube channel. That is the exact thing I bought. I got it from my receipts that I pulled up from Etsy. It's called the VIPKid 2D prop set. And it is 57 cards on a key ring. I do not know the owner. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I always feel like I have to say that when I talk about products that I like. But it's great. It's got everything. And I think when she made it, level 1 wasn't a thing with like Lee and travel, but ironically she has who does she have in here? Lee and Emily. So if you are a level 1 and 2, this is like an invaluable prop.
Great. Yeah. I don't have that one. So
Ooh.
How long have you been on YouTube?
Well, I've got multiple channels. It started in 2005 when I was in college, and I noticed that like my grandparents couldn't always come and see shows because I went to school 2 hours away from home. So I live in Columbus, but I went to school at Bowling Green State University. Mm-hmm. So I would tell my grandma like, hey, I'm going to be in this musical and I know you can't come, but I'm going to have my friend like record clips on their flip phone or whatever technology we had. And I'm going to post it on this channel called YouTube, and I'm going to email you the link. And I would do that. And my dad would have to go over and show her how to open AOL, get her email and click a link like every time. So YouTube started for me as a way to share like memorable performance moments, college moments with the family that couldn't always come see things. And then when I got hired to work as a cruise ship singer, it became a way for me to share what I was seeing. Because I told you I didn't really get into social media until like 2015, 16. It wasn't a thing. But I would always like snap pictures and take family video, and I would send it all to them like, hey guys, it's me. I'm in the Virgin Islands today. Like, here's a pan of everything I'm seeing so you can like go along with me. So it was kind of in a way of a vlog, but not really, because I didn't know what a vlog was. So it started in 2015. I didn't actually start like channel growing. I have like a lifestyle and then a VIPKid, but I didn't start growing those channels until 2016 was when I realized like, if you're going to do this, you need to look at lighting. You need to like get a microphone and maybe a camera that's not your cell phone.
Right.
So not very long.
I just got my first webcam and set it up about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it's a week ago. I don't even know now, but.
I mean, everybody asks, like, I want to get started. What $500 camera should I buy? And I'm like, listen, your first 6 months to a year, just film on your phone. Like, our phones now have such good technology. I have a Pixel 4. And a lot of the vlogs, if you follow my channel, a lot of the vlogs I filmed when my school was closing for COVID, I was just filming on this. And I only thought about filming it because I thought like my kids are going to look back in a couple of years and be like, oh, but that time school closed. And I just wanted to document like from a teacher's point of view. So if parents or students were wondering like, what did our teachers do that Monday we weren't in school? They can go on my YouTube channel and they can see, oh, well, Teacher Kristen went in and she lesson planned 2 weeks of K through 8 music for us.
Right. I saw someone post like, oh, and these teachers aren't getting it. They're not even sending stuff home yet. And I'm like, whoa, wait. This is all learning for them too. They're trying to get a whole new thing too. So, but it's a learning curve for everybody for sure.
Exactly.
Paige, I think you put it in the YouTubers group, right? The link to the props.
Oh no, I put it on our live stream, but I can go put it in props right now. Do you want me to go do
You
that?
put it in the live stream?
I put it on
Zoom?
I put it on the actual YouTube live stream. I can do it again.
Oh.
Here. There, I just did it again under Karen's comment. There. It is there. It is the link. They might have to copy and paste it. I don't know if it's gonna actually open as a hyperlink. Is there a place I can put it that will make it easier?
No, that should work. I just don't see it yet, but I'm sure we will soon enough. She said, wow, give them a break. Yeah, I know, Kelly, right?
Wait, for us? Or I don't know what that means.
When I was talking about the teachers, I think.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
is it on your channel or mine?
It's your page.
Yeah.
And it's right above, give them a break. Oh no, is it not loading?
Maybe they can see it. Can you guys see it? And I just can't. And right now I see 12 watching and 1 thumbs up.
Here's what I can do.
Sometimes I don't see it on here, but.
Here, I put it in the Zoom chat now, so now you can see it. Oh, they said they don't see it. Good. Can you copy that from the Zoom chat? Do you see that I sent it to you in chat?
I do.
Okay. If you, maybe you can try it. Hold on.
Okay, guys, bear with us. We're going to get you this.
I sent a message to the group that just says, do you guys see this message?
Oh, see, I see your message. Oh, you are not a moderator.
Oh.
Right? Isn't that why?
So does that mean I can't send you our, well, if you have the link, can you send the link now?
You're a moderator now.
Oh, I'm moving up in the world. Look at this. But no, from a teacher standpoint,
thank you, Kelly.
We have been kind of going nuts all week. Yesterday, I had 4 Zoom calls all about learning like new online platforms for school in the event that we are out for the rest of the year.
Right.
As of right now in Central Ohio, we are planning to go back the first week of April, but our governor just this morning announced a press release at 2 p.m. and I have a feeling we've got some news coming. But the people I feel really bad for are our aides, the people that help out the special needs kids, because they, some of them were salaried, but then if they worked part-time, they were hourly, and obviously they're not working right now. So at least in my district, I and a couple other coaches and people that did extracurriculars, we have donated the rest of our like stipends. For me, I gave the rest of my musical money, like a couple $100 to keep them at least going. And then in our state, schools can like file to get a little bit of not unemployment, but it's like a financial relief to help our hourly teachers. So we're, as of right now, we are still paying our hourly aides and tutors as though they are working their regularly scheduled hours, but we don't know what's going to happen in the future. So we're really just kind of banding together, seeing what we can do. And really the kids have loved this, at least in my building. They love that they can all be on a Zoom call. Imagine this with 25 kids and you're muting everyone. Right. And you can see that they're all like secretly messaging each other. Like, it's awesome.
Oh, that's cute.
But I do band and choir, so they probably hate that we're not doing rehearsal. We're doing like theory worksheets and like name the note and stuff like that.
Right.
But we adapt. Anyway, I think I see the link in there now.
Yeah, I just put it in there.
See it. Oh, look, I got a little wrench by my name. I'm a moderator.
You're a moderator. You are. And I just learned how to do that from Evelyn and Kelly. They all taught me how. So
well, I have no idea how to do it. So you're gonna have to teach me if I ever do a live stream, which if we're gonna be quarantined, like you should keep this up. Maybe I'll do one. I have no idea.
You should.
But I love these. They're great.
So you can interview me, but I'm a chicken when it's reversed. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Okay, are you still doing one take? Is it one take onesies?
The onesie one take series. I am still doing them. They kind of took a back seat last week with all of the teacher school closings. I have one that I'm currently working on, and it's all about like how to make the best video and profile for new teachers. But the onesie one take series happened when I ordered myself a onesie one day and went, what am I going to do with this? And then I noticed I was getting the same questions on my Instagram DMs, like the same questions. So I said, you know what? I'm going to write down the 5 most frequently asked questions. And I don't have time to edit right now because I was planning a wedding. I was in a show. I was teaching full time. and VIPKid part-time. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start a series, and it's going to be called the Onesie One Take, meaning like at first I was not going to edit it at all. And then I learned through like my air conditioning kicking on and filming my phone going off. I said, okay, well, I'm going to keep the name, but I'll do very light editing.
Right.
So the Onesie One Take literally just started as a way for me to say, I'm going to commit to doing a 1-year series. I started in September of 2019. I'm going to go until the September of 2020. I'm going to complete a full year. And every Wednesday at 10 a.m., which I'll hopefully start again this Wednesday, I'm going to be answering questions, and then people can write in their questions, and everything I answer, all the videos stem fully from their questions, which is why you see some obscure videos like how to make $2,500 a month through VIPKid, because so many people were like, this is the amount I want. This is it. I have no idea why it was that number. So I said, fine, I'll share my screen. Here are all the ways you can do it. Like, I would have never thought to do it. And then the second I did that, it was, well, what about 5,000 without recruiting? And I was like, okay, well,
let me look it up.
If this is what you guys want, it really just started as a way for me to answer questions while still being busy with all the other things, but finding a way to be creative. So I wasn't just retyping the same things. Now, when somebody asks me about the VIPKid pay scale, I can not type out a novel. I can say, here's the video link. Here's what you need. And some people think that I make those videos purely to recruit people. And we'll talk about recruitment numbers so you can clearly see that is not the case. But you'll notice in like all of my VIPKid videos, I never say like, use my link, use it, it's here. It's just in the description box. And if someone wants to use it, they can. I have more people that tell me they did not use my link, but they found my video helpful. And I've never once been like, I can't believe you didn't use it. Because like everyone's journey is their own. And I answer everyone's question, whether or not they use my link, didn't, whether they're in their mocks or their demos, or they're trying to get bookings. Like, I don't ask like, did you use my link? Oh, you didn't? Well, I'm not answering your question. Oh, never. It's really just a resource. And some people, you know, they want that person to help them through the program. It's just funny to me that if I ask them to use my link, I would get hate on it. And I don't ask them and I still get hate on it. So I just kind of think, well, you're never going to please everyone. So if you can help out that single stay-at-home mom that needs help with her money, then you focus on helping her. And that person that's hating is just going to have to like go deal with it. That's what I tell my middle schoolers too, which they like that their teacher's a YouTuber, because they'll be like, Miss Kristen, people are really mean to you online. Like, how do you handle that? I'm 13 and I'm like, what a good lesson. Let's talk about it.
Right.
But anyway, I very much deviated from your original question. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Half the time I don't remember my original questions. I'm already on the next thing. That's just the way my mind works.
All the quarantining makes all the social interactions so fun. Leave all the questions in the chat because we're going to answer all of them. Well, okay. Yeah, I said all of them. We're going to go for it.
Let's go. Keep asking our questions. It's easier for us if you put them in capital letters so that I know it's for me or for Kristen. So maybe you guys can write that. I learned that from Teacher Kelly. She always announces that at the beginning of her live. So, okay, did you already answer? How long does it take you to edit and video? Like if you're going to do not just a onesie one take, but if you're going to do a video.
Well, what I do, and I recommend this to anybody, no matter how busy or not busy you are, I batch film. So at the beginning of a month, I take a notebook and I say, okay, there are 4 Wednesdays in this month and I need 4 onesie one takes. And then on Fridays, I would do like day in the life of a teacher video. So at that point, I would need 4 Wednesdays and 4 Fridays. And I can't obviously film a vlog in advance. So I would say, okay, at least my 4 sit-down videos. Here's the topics, here's the bullet points. And I actually set aside a day. I'll do my online teaching and I'll go straight into like showering, and I will spend that day getting content. It also means I only put my hair, like I only do my hair and my makeup fancy one day. I'll set up all my filming and my lights and my camera, and I will do it. And some people like that, and other people want to do more authentic, like film the day before and then edit. I think either one is fine, but if you want to stay consistent, especially with a full-time job, and then again, I was getting married, it was so nice to say, okay, the last Monday of every month is my filming day. I'm going to sit down the last Monday in February. I'm going to shoot all 4 onesie one takes for Wednesdays in March. So before March even starts, I have every single episode ready. And I got that information from YouTube Summit, which my vlog and like lifestyle channel has just shy of 15,000 people. So I get invited to like live streams and the best way to film and edit and stuff. And that is what people like always say they do if they make a lot of content, is to batch record. But the day after, you can sit in your sweatpants and no makeup and edit yourself for like the next month. Like, you're done.
Good.
I hear my husband in the background.
I'm in Nancy Taylor's course right now, and she suggests.
Are you?
Yes, she
Have you
suggests
found me
that.
yet?
You know, she's coming on my channel on Tuesday.
Have you found me in her course yet?
Yeah, you're at the very beginning.
I don't know where I am.
All of you, she introduces all of you guys at the very beginning,
Right.
I think. So, yeah. I'm still in module 2 and I should be in 8.
Really? Now, tell me later. I want to hear about all this stuff, but
Okay.
She was great. I love her. I remember the day I got laid off from my corporate job, I went to a Panera Bread and I just sat for like 5 hours and I just watched like all these videos, because when I got laid off, I still had all these like theater gigs lined up. So I couldn't commit to a full-time corporate job again, because I'd already signed a contract to say, yes, I'm available for these days and daytime performances. So
Right.
VIPKid, I was like, this has to work. This is going to be a thing. I remember watching her and Teacher Aaron and Teacher Tina for hours, just hours. And I remember being like, they're all great, but there's something about Teacher Nancy. Like, I'm not a mom, and I don't do any, like, she's in Utah, like nothing in our lives are similar except this online teaching, but she makes you feel just so like accepted, and she's always positive about things.
Positive.
And at that point in time when I was like, I hate the world, I can't believe I was laid off, what's wrong with me? Like, total dramatic millennial, I guess. She was great. Big fan. If she watches this, well, she already knows. Big fan.
Yes, she's great. And she told me a month ago, and picked her date and everything a month ago, that she would do it with me. Actually, before I even started taking her class, she agreed to it. So yeah, I'm super thankful.
That's what I love about at least the VIPKid teacher community. In the world of YouTube, if I have like 5,000 people on my channel, she's got 60 plus.
Yeah.
In the world of like lifestyle YouTubers, I would never ask her to collab with me because she has like so many more subscribers than me. But in the world of online teaching, I don't ever see anybody be like, oh, so how many views do you have? What's your retention? What's your watch time? They're just like, we're going to talk about it. Let's go. And it was really a breath of fresh air, because I would come from like summits and meetings. People would be like, let's collab. Oh, you only have 15,000 subscribers. I'm like right about to go over 50. And you would just be like, okay, like, it was just more difficult, at least here with online teaching. They're like, oh, you want to discuss things? Here's my availability, which is really nice.
You being on my channel, you know, you've got 200 of my subscribers checking you out. No,
hey, listen, I like collabing with online teachers and regular teachers, music, whatever classroom. I collaborate with all of them. Like, I made a collab with the person that has like a very small, couple hundred, and he was just like, I can't believe you said yes. I didn't think you would. And I was like, of course I would. Like, why would you not? If your channel is to help people and like reach out and have an impact and an influence, what?
Right. Well, I thought the same thing. And when Nancy said yes, and then I was like, all right, I'm just going to email them all. And I emailed you and a couple others, and Tina said April. So I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's see.
We got off track on these questions. I don't know where we left off.
Sorry, guys in the chat.
They're very upset.
Oh, Casey's here. Hey, Kasie. Let's see. I don't even know where we are right now. Okay, you've got the link. My sister is an aide in Florida, and they are paying till June, but she is doing part-time and helping deliver food to kids at home. Aww.
Oh, you know, that did break my heart, because I found out, like, I don't teach in inner city, but inner city Columbus kids, there's like 60% of kids that get their only meals from the day at school. So the lunch ladies, to stay on payroll, they go in and they make packed lunches and they put them outside the building, and it's just a grab and go. So there's never interaction. They pick it up and go. And I was like, that's what the world needs right now. They just need those people. Let me look here. We did prop reward level. We talked about tough kids, funny story. Oh, did we stop it? Oh, about
your one take onesie.
Oh yeah, the onesie one take series someday.
Onesie one take. Okay.
I know. It's just an excuse to wear a onesie on the internet.
Right?
Which,
I need a
yes,
onesie,
I
but
went
then
to
I need to
Journey.
have a name to be able to wear it.
I went to Journey last November, and I remember there was a woman in line, and she looked at me. Did you? I have a vlog, and I tried to get every teacher, like whenever they were all in the room. I'll send it to you and try to find yourself. But there's a woman at Journey, and she just like stopped, and she looked at me, and she goes, "Are you that girl that wears pajamas on the internet?" And she just stopped, and I was like,
Why,
yes. And she just like, she didn't say anything else after. She was just like, great. Well, at least that girl's here. Yeah, it was
That's awesome. So Kelly was there and Kim and me, but none of us knew each other. Well,
I didn't know
Kelly
you
and
all.
Kim did.
Listen, if we all go to a Journey again, we'll like schedule a meetup or a hangout, or we'll all just sit at the same table.
I think we talked about making one here in Florida, and everyone just comes here and we'll do our own little meetup.
Like 90% of the cruise ships I worked on were out of Florida, whether it be
Right.
Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral, like.
Yeah.
And then I got
left out
Charleston. Charleston was my
Canaveral.
favorite, not in Florida, but like I had all these party cities in Florida, and then they were like, Kristen, you're gonna go on the Carnival Fantasy out of Charleston. And I was like, it's beautiful here. I loved it. Anyway, where did we leave off? Are you tech savvy?
Yes.
No.
Really?
I try. Like, my husband is an IT tech, so he knows. Oh, really? He's the one that's like, Kristen, I'm gonna buy you this really fancy pocket Osmo camera. And if you saw a crazy girl walking around Journey with this weird looking camera, he gets me all these tech devices. I don't know. I'm the girl that's like, I need to go on Skillshare or Lynda and learn how to use it. But he is more tech savvy than me. So I feel like I married someone who's tech savvy. But like I said before, when you work on cruise ships and you get to use a cell phone 1 day a week for 4 hours, like that was it. I didn't even have apps on I had a flip phone till 2015. Woo!
I don't even know. That's funny. But I didn't know anybody at Journey because I was only in my first month or second month.
Was it overwhelming? Like as a first month teacher, seeing all of these people?
Yeah, but I'm kind of an overwhelming kind of person anyway. So I'm just like, hey, hi, I'm me. I'm a friend. Like,
I remember standing outside the doors of that hotel. I'm actually looking up the vlog right now. I remember just standing there and being like, you're about to go into this room, and people that you have never met but in real life, but you've talked to for years, are going to be in this room. Like,
yeah.
I just remember standing there being like,
there was a hand behind you.
Are you crawling on the floor? Hey, Christopher, the live stream asked if I was tech savvy, and I said no.
I laughed audibly.
Oh,
what's that?
He laughed at me. He said that he audibly laughed at me when I admitted I was not tech savvy. Like, if my desk that you can't see just has like a basic laptop, and I'm sorry, a basic desktop, mouse, and keyboard. His over there has like a Zoom microphone, 3 monitors.
Oh.
Like that is tech savvy. So if you ever see things on my vlog and you're like, man, she's good, it's probably because it came from that man.
Him. That's my husband too.
Yeah. So good. I'm glad you married a tech savvy for lesson. I couldn't do it without him. But I can't tell
all
him
my
that.
videos that are edited was from him.
He edits your videos? Go back.
I can't edit YouTube style. I hate it.
He doesn't like the style of YouTube.
He's the one that got me started in YouTube. He was like, I will help you. You should do it. You should, do your journey on there. And I'm like,
You should vlog when we do Journey, whenever it happens again. If we're all going, you should vlog the experience.
Okay.
I just found my.
That's fun.
Oh, somebody wrote, I see your cat. Now can I have the cat?
Can I have the cat?
Oh, VIPKid Journey.
Yeah, first we saw the hand come from underneath.
Where was the hand? Was it under the table?
When he was crawling, it was behind you on the whiteboard.
Now, this is my favorite prop when we're learning about colors and animals, because some kids will see this and be like, oh, it's a cat. Some will be scared of it. The last girl cried because she wanted a pet, but they weren't allowed to go outside to go to the pet store and get one.
Oh.
Some people say that teachers shouldn't put their pets in their lessons, but I feel like if it aids to the material you're teaching, like, why not?
It's Realia.
Okay.
She's gonna talk to us.
Yeah, well, she likes her dad over there. She's definitely all about him and not me, because he doesn't hold her against her will in class in front of a camera. So let's just be real. Cats are the best.
Have you done a lot of recruiting?
Well, I could say yes to that, but how do I explain this? I have a lot of people that have used my link and started the application process, like over 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
I would say between 10 to 12% actually finish. And I want to believe it's because they think, oh, I just fill this out and the next day I'm going to be a teacher. They don't realize when they're signing up, like you got to do a mock and then a demo, and then you've got to do all this background information. You have to wait, and then you don't always get bookings right off. So I'll actually give you, I've never given this before. I'll give you my actual recruitment stats for the last year. Is that okay? Am I allowed to do that? Are we going to break rules?
I don't think there are any rules about talking about that.
No. Yeah, I have a conversion rate of 12%. That means out of every 100 people that use my link, 12 finish. So if that's any indication of like, is she doing this just for referrals? No.
Are you on the affiliate group? Is that how you're getting your percentage?
No, I just did the math.
Oh.
I just did the math here. Sorry.
Wait, I teach kindergarten. I need to use my fingers.
Nah, it's okay. My mom's an accountant, so she's literally like, fire off your numbers, Kristen. What are you doing?
Actually, I'm good with math.
Yeah, I feel like out of all the subjects that my middle schoolers hate, I tell them they have to know math because that's the one they will use the most in their real lives. They're like, no, Miss Baser, we're never going to use math. And I go, really? What's taxes? I don't know, something my dad does. Okay, great. But in the last year, I have recruited 16 people. So, I mean, some people say that's a lot. Some people say that's not a lot. But were you here when there were milestones?
I had just started. That was actually something I was like, ooh, I can do that. But
did you catch my changes about VIPKid that I hate video?
Yes.
Because that was, I remember filming that. That was not a planned video. That was the day that they had announced they were changing the program. Like they went from milestones, got rid of milestones, and then put like, when you finish their demo or their mock, you get $10, and they got rid of that. And I remember seeing the email that was like, that's gone. And I was just like, what is happening? What are all these changes? I am making this video now. Like, I don't think I was even in a onesie in that video. I think I was literally just in a sweater being like, I'm upset.
And then you mentioned the gift cards, and I was the one underneath there that said, oh, they're back.
That was you. And then I finally saved up enough, and then they were like, oh, we're out of stock. So I have to wait another week. But whenever I get a gift card, I always like screenshot it and put it in my Instagram stories. Like, hey guys, got another $5 Amazon, another $5 Starbucks. But there were weeks, did you get, I always reference videos, but did you watch the video of how to save your tokens so they don't expire?
No.
I have a video and I'll share the URL. It's literally, you know how tokens expire after a certain amount and then like you have to figure out what you're going to do with them?
Yes, I haven't encountered that yet though.
Oh, I talked to somebody that was like, Kristen, here's the actual way you can keep your tokens and they don't expire. And if you keep their, spoiler alert, so I like clip notes from that video, if you get your tokens through the hutong, keep them in the hutong and don't move them to the portal till you're ready to buy. They only have an expiration date in the portal. The hutong does not have an expiration date. So if you're trying to save like hundreds, tens of thousands of tokens, keep them all in the hutong. I would do that, and I would save up like a $50 Amazon gift card and then take that gift card and buy a Whole Foods card and then go buy my groceries. It was really nice.
I did see that video, and I remember you referencing Whole Foods and stuff on it too.
Tokens. I'm going to put that in the box just in case anyone's like, what video is she talking about? Just easier to have the links.
So do you use music in your VIPKid classroom?
I do. I have my guitar over there, and I remember doing a lot of level ones when like Megan might go to Paris and Egypt and wherever else they were going. And I remember being like, all the songs in these were written with like 2 or 3 music chords. So I pulled out my guitar and I learned all of them, which really helped because a lot of level ones, those songs are so fast.
Yeah.
And you can see these kids like struggling to regurgitate these lines. So I learned all these songs on guitar, and then I would play that instead of the track. So the kids could still see the lyrics. I could still highlight them and play. And I got a message or an email from a learning partner at VIPKid, like after my 5th time doing it. And I thought I was getting like a warning. I thought it was going to be like, Kristen, you can't do that. You've got to play exactly what's on these tracks. Like I got this message, and the woman, but like from the learning partners was like, Kristen, we love this. And we want to give you more level 1s. And remember, I said my favorite level is level 4, but I had the summer of 2019, like I just lived in the world of level 1s because I would be playing like the Say Hi to China, whatever songs on guitar.
Great, thanks.
And yeah, I know, right?
Now we're all gonna be singing it.
Before
Her fault, not mine.
Right. But before I got kicked off of WeChat, I would get all these messages from learning partners, and they would actually write me and be like, Kristen, you're not available at like 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, but I have a kid that specifically wants you. Can you be available? And I was like,
Oh,
is this
wow.
allowed? Like, am I allowed to do this? Like, I'm not on the sub program right now. And I would just be like, sure. And they would, if I would open them, I would message them on WeChat. It was open, and then they would open it, and they
Wow,
would book it. I'm
great.
sorry. But I mean, it was really pulling like a guitar or a prop or something that kind of made my classroom stand out. I mean, there's nothing special about this classroom. It's just maybe the guitar that the parents liked.
Mhm.
But if you can find a way to be unique with the kids and the parents like it, the learning partners will notice. And I guess all it takes is a few parents that request you, then the learning partners just throw things at you. But not now. Nowadays, when there's less people in the office, it doesn't seem to be going that way. I think they're just short-staffed right now, so it's really just whatever the parents book. I'm seeing a lot of
All
things.
right. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
We are in the fire round, and
Fire round. Did we make it through? Wow.
We did.
That's great.
Oh my goodness, guys. Let me check and see. Let's see. I noticed Kristen does her videos as premieres. Always. Can you talk about that? Yeah, you do premieres.
Do you know what premieres are?
No. I mean, I've seen it.
So when you upload your video, you can schedule the date and time you want it to go live and be available for your YouTube viewers.
Mhm.
I do it as premieres. That way, you know, everybody gets notification that a video went live, and 9 times out of 10, I'm able to be at the computer answering questions in the chat box. So if somebody's watching it and they specifically ask the question I'm addressing in the video, especially for the one takes, for example, somebody asked like, Kristen, you made that video about tokens. I don't even know where the hutong is. And I was right there live in the chat box, able to say it like, here's where the link is, here's where you should find it. So I do premieres as a way to communicate with people, as a way to, you know, answer their questions, you know, more adequately and on a faster pace. And that's honestly why I do it. There's no bonus to it. There's no extra points. The algorithm doesn't really care. The algorithm is the device and the programming they use on YouTube to decide like which videos rank higher than others.
Mhm.
There is no like algorithmic, that's the word I'm going to make up, advantage to doing a premiere. It's just what I do so that I can see the questions in real time and answer them like right away. So if I answered that question.
Yeah, I think
I'm not going to look. I'm going to let you ask the questions. I'm not even going to look what's happening in the chat.
Okay. Hey, Amanda, thanks for being here. Let's see. Kasie, wow, Kristen, that's such a cool idea. I know that's so helpful. I totally have to catch up on some of those. Unfortunately, I don't remember what we were talking about. But you've got some cool ideas, Kristen.
I mean, great. If they elaborate, we can know. But anything we talked about, if it was like in video form, I went over into mine. I put the URL in the chat. So if we were talking about like journey, the journey is in there. The hutong's in there. If anyone finds themselves in my journey vlog, let me know. I'm going to timestamp it and be like, here's where she is. Here's where this person is.
That's fun. Let's see. Mindy, when you click on the link, it says, uh-oh, this link can't be found.
Is that for the Etsy link or for the YouTube link?
I think it's Etsy because it was to mine from way up top. We'll work on that, Mindy, and we'll see if we can add it to the end if we need to.
Now that I'm a moderator, can I put the link in?
Yeah.
Oh,
you should be able to.
Let me try that now, and then I'll actually click on the link.
Okay, and I'll keep looking to see what's in here.
Okay, go ahead.
Danny, I get annoyed when people continue to use my link over and over.
You mean like your YouTube, I'm sorry, your VIPKid referral?
Oh,
it
feels silly. It's like she doesn't want to be salesy.
Oh, I think we were talking about, hold on, here's the problem with the link. The number of letters you can use in a chat on YouTube is 200, and the URL link is 281 links. Hey,
okay, so
if
we can shorten the URL.
Sorry?
Go to bit.ly.
Yeah, bit.ly. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you can hear what he's saying to me.
Goo.gl. Oh, sorry.
No, that's great. That's great. Because see, tech savvy.
I can hear a lot. I'm very.
That's great. Well, you're a kindergarten teacher, so you should be able to hear everything. But I think that last comment was, there are some people like YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, that try to make this content and their only vice for making it is to get referrals. And I'm sure you're learning this at least from Nancy Taylor's content and her course, is you have to think of it not as getting referrals, but as just providing helpful information.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think back in September, my channel had like 1,200 subscribers on it. And I remember thinking like, I am not trying to grow this channel. I am simply making content to help people because this is the first time they can actually work from home as an educator. And what's a regular school teacher going to think of this now? What questions are they going to have now? So it was less, how many referrals can I get? And more, what videos can help people?
Maybe you know the answer to this, if you don't mind. So sometimes when I am in the live chat over here, we have like 7 or 9 people. But when I leave one of these Meet the Teachers, I'll have like 30 views already.
That's because if somebody comes into your video and watches for like a minute and then leaves, that counts as 1 view. So over the course of this live stream, like here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to log in on my lifestyle channel and I'm going to
guys, I hope you don't mind me asking additional questions.
No, that's fine. I'm going to watch this video on another account and you'll get a view, even though I'm only going to be in here for a minute. So even though I'm only here for a short amount of time, that still counts. So you will theoretically get more views over time of being live.
Now, one thing Nancy did tell us, and I just wrote about this and made a video on it, is that people going into your channel for 1 minute and leaving actually hurts you more than less subscribers.
Yes.
Because it's like they're clicking off right away.
Yeah. So
like it's boring.
What that means is the YouTube algorithm, they don't care how many subscribers you have. They care about what's called your watch time. So there are some channels that have 60, 70,000 subscribers, but my channel performs better because it's being measured not by how many subscribers they have, but by how long somebody sits and watches your content. It's called retention stats.
Okay.
So that video we talked about, like how to make $2,500 a month on VIPKid, that video might not have 100,000 views on it, but the views it does have, people are watching more of the video, which tells YouTube, hey, people like this content. If someone's searching VIPKid, pay, money, whatever, this is something that they would probably like. Let's put it to the top. Whereas if somebody has 100,000 views and they make that same kind of video, if people only watch 1 or 2 minutes, the algorithm says, you know what? They might have subscribers, but they don't have that retention. Let's put that lower in the search results. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. So my friends and I have started this thing, like we're watching everybody's videos full.
That's really great. Like my sister, when she's a medical student, when I have a video come out, she'll watch it, but she'll watch it on a playlist. Like she'll watch it in her lab and it will just play through everything on her school's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm helping you out. I'm watching all of these videos.
I just learned that you have to clear your watch history in order to watch the same one over again to help your family member.
Oh, now that I did not know.
Yes.
Learned
So
something today.
We did a 3-minute video on it. It took me 4 takes last night. It was pretty funny.
I'm learning right now that prop we talked about might not be available right now.
Oh, maybe not.
Because there's no price for it. The only way I'm able to find it or click it or open it is through my receipt. So she might not be available right now, but her name is Teacher Lisa Shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm at least going to put her link in our chat box.
Yeah, that's the Teacher Lisa's Time Savers. I've got her stuff too.
Oh.
She's got great stuff.
So I'm putting that link now in the chat box.
Good.
That we were talking about these props here. And she made these. I don't know if they're currently available, but if you want to message her and find out, these have been great. Sorry that took so long to figure out that they might not be available. Oh,
I know, Kelly. I wish I would have met you in Journey too. Paige said she lives in Charleston. Come see her.
I love Charleston. That was actually my favorite home port. It's beautiful.
When Paige was like, oh, Kristen's going to be on your channel, I'm setting my alarm. So I'm glad Paige made it today.
You set your alarm to watch our live stream. I'm honored.
She did. I have some awesome friends. I mean, I started this YouTube channel just a few months ago. And I just made some amazing friends that we all just support each other. You'll see in that YouTuber group.
Yeah. Oh, I just joined it. Like, I think I was member like 101. And you guys were like,
Right.
we have 100. And I was like, hi, I'm number 101.
Yay!
Hey, if anybody's watching this now in your live stream, this coming week, I'm finally doing my giveaway for 5,000 subscribers. I'm very far behind because of everything happening at school, but I'm giving away a lot of stuff. Like the buttons we got at Journey, I got double. So I'm giving away like the pins and a bag and this random dino that I've honestly been hiding from my cat because, you know.
Cats love dino.
So if you're watching this now, people don't know when it's going live, but you now know. It's going live this week. Giving it all away. I'll mail it anywhere within the US and Canada.
Great. Let's see. Danny, Happy Farms. My student shows their pets. I usually show pictures of my 4 dogs. But she's got big dogs. I can't imagine all 4 of them going in the classroom. There'd be no room for her.
I feel like pictures a good idea, but it makes you memorable to the kids at any rate. Like if you can find a way to have that child remember you and their parents ask, like, who do you want to take classes from this week? And they say your name, like, that's the connection you just made. So I think it really helps.
Kasie said, my cat hangs out on my shoulder and could stay there all day.
Well, mine is over there on a little cat tower by my husband, ignoring me. So that's what she's doing.
Oh, Kelly, you have a lot of recruits in your tracker that's never gone further. Yeah.
I feel like you can have, I have over 100 people in my tracker, but there are some that I know like got all the way there and realized, wait, I don't just fill something out and I'm obviously making $1,000 the next week. Like they don't realize how much work is actually involved in applying. And I think that's because a lot of social media posts claim like, this is so easy. You can work in your pajamas and make money. And they don't realize like, you've got to at least have like a working camera, maybe some lighting or a window. You've got to prepare things. You've got to, I think the hardest thing for some people is keeping in that time, like that 10-minute time window, depending on the demo or mock they get assigned. Yeah. That seems to throw people off. Let's see. Someone asked, why did I get kicked off of WeChat? Well, my suspicion is because China and Google don't get along. And I was running WeChat on a Google Pixel. So I have a feeling that that had something to do with it. One day I went to log in. I was talking to at least 5 or 6 little students and their parents on there, as well as the learning partners. And the learning partners found me. Actually, I did not go find any of them. I wouldn't know how. But I feel bad because they were sending me messages and out of the blue, like I just stopped responding because now I cannot log into my WeChat. So I figure China has enough to worry about than my WeChat account. Well, China and I will figure that out later.
Right. Danny said she's at 910 trying to get my first dino.
What does 910 mean?
I don't know because she has over 1,000 subscribers, so it's not on. Oh, maybe. Oh, tokens, I bet.
Oh, is dino not an option in the tokens center right now?
Well, she's got 910, so she must be waiting to get, isn't it like 1,200 or something?
I'm gonna look. Don't you wish we could send tokens to like fellow teachers? Like we could give Starbucks gift cards on the app. Can't we send tokens? Like if I have an extra 100 I'm not gonna use, can I just send them?
Right.
How funny, I do have 100 right now. Oh, look,
I have like 3, but I sent a bunch of gems to one of my students because I learned that he used his 2,000 gems to book another class with me.
Dino is 1,000 tokens, so she's very close.
Oh, you are close?
Yeah, I'm looking. There's now 3 pages of rewards. Oh, they're adding like gift boxes and printables. Awesome.
Oh, wow. Kelly, oh, she's going to watch the rest later. Thanks, Kelly.
Did you have any questions that we can answer so when she comes back, they're there?
That was at 10:48, so I think we missed her.
No, she's like,
I'm a little behind.
Let me see if I find any. If you have any other questions, write them in all caps. That was very smart.
Yes, that's all Kelly's doing. How long till you started getting more comments?
You mean on my videos?
I'm thinking so.
Well, I always have a tactic at the end of every video to ask the viewer to let me know what they thought of the video or if they have any extra topics they want to see in the future. So I kind of left the video open to conversation. So I started getting comments on videos. You know what? Probably right from the beginning of the Onesie One Take series. I'm actually going to go to my very first episode I ever filmed and see if I got any comments on it. It's a very good
I'm
question.
lucky. Like I said, my friends, they comment on my videos and I comment on all of theirs. And
Yeah, that camaraderie is good. I see a lot of people start YouTube channels after they have a good community on either Facebook or Instagram, because that really makes a difference. Like, you saw my Instagram has like, I don't know how many followers on it, like 1,000 or 2,000. But if I post in my stories that I have a video go live, I'll see on like my YouTube analytics that my views went up, and it corresponds with the time that I actually posted on my Instagram, like letting them know.
Okay.
I also have an email list. I'm sure you know, if you watch any of my videos, I reference that I have an email list, and it's just for prospective and current teachers. It shows like, if you want to get a raise, it's kind of difficult. I made like a very detailed checklist back when I was talking to learning partners, and they helped me make like an actual checklist of things. That way there's no questions, and it's black and white. You either did it or you didn't within your 11 months, not a year actually.
Right.
Say it's a year, but you get your contract negotiated a month before you start your next one. So that 12 months is narrowed down to 11.
Okay.
I know.
Good to know.
A lot.
But I just moved up to 4% in my feedback, 5 Apple feedbacks.
Oh my God.
I don't have, knock on wood, I don't have anything negative. I just have too many regulars that don't leave it. And I've been asking them and everything. So, yeah. Let's see.
Understand.
The onesie videos. Kasie, you like those too? I do too. I want a onesie, but I was telling someone the other day, I'm not going to look cute like Kristen in this little onesie.
Somebody actually said I'm not going to look cute like Kristen in a onesie.
I did. I'm like, I'm too big for a onesie.
I want my husband to wear my onesie. Hey, Christopher? Nope. He said no. He's out.
What's that? He's not getting in that one?
I asked my husband if he'd wear a onesie, and he said no. My first onesie, I'm honestly trying to find when my first one was, and if there were any comments or engagement on it. I would always share them to various Facebook pages, like that I knew like had questions. I actually got a lot of my initial onesie one take topics from questions I saw being repeated in Facebook groups.
Yeah.
And then I would post that answer in some of the groups.
Mhm.
And I would get a mix of responses. They would either be like, thank you so much, or like, how dare you put this in our group? And I would just be like, Karen, calm down. If this wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. And that's actually how I met one of the learning partners, Eric, that you see up in a bunch of groups. Because he would message me and be like, listen, you're going to please some people. You're not going to please some people. Like, it's fine. Don't worry
Are you
about
saying Eric Chong?
Yeah.
Did you see you probably haven't seen my video with him. It was my very first live and I ended up hiding behind him. It was only 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes at Journey. And I ended up hiding behind him because I got so nervous. And he interviewed me instead.
I met him, when we were all taking that big group picture. He was like telling the group of teachers where I was to come get in the picture. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Eric. And he was like, yes, it's me. And I would be like, but no, it's me, that girl that you would talk to online. He's like, I talk to a lot of people online. So it worked really well.
Let's see. Yeah, it worked. Oh, good. They were able to get it, the link that time. Karen said, what does the wrench on the end of your name mean? Karen, if you have a wrench, it means you're a moderator. And you know, I learned that having moderators is really a good thing because we have a couple of friends that have some really weird people that are jumping on their channels and their lives. Yeah, especially poor Evelyn. So some of us that are moderators, which I'm just learning, can jump in there and delete some of those messages.
Oh, so like if somebody like goes on there and like spams you and is like, here's how to make $1,000 in a day from home, you can like delete that garbage.
Or they start asking us questions. Kelly's really good, and she starts, she's really good saying, are you a teacher? Did you want to become a teacher? Why are you here? She'll ask them straight up.
Great. Like that's super smart. My first onesie one take video, I finally found it. It was about Journey in Washington, D.C. It has 15 comments on it. And I think it only has that for the person that asked, because in the video, I'm asking for their feedback. Like, it's not a video of me just saying a bunch of information. It's me explaining the topic of the video, and then I would be happy to make ones in the future. Just let me know which ones you'd like.
Right.
So I kind of made it an open-ended conversation, which really helps with engagement on your videos.
Oh, Danny, you got a trial conversion. Yay!
That's great.
That's awesome. We've been talking about that because we're in the group. So in the trial cup.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did you do the paint? Were you here for the paint bucket challenge?
Yes, that was my first thing. I was just new when that started.
Now,
I
as
was
a
in
new
the
teacher, what did you think about that?
I was in the group that won. I got an extra $70.
What color one?
Orange.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember like joining a group and being like, what is this? And people would post like, if we win, everybody gets $1 or something like
Right.
that.
We ended
It
up getting
was weird.
70.
Hey, that's money.
Right? In the March, and it taught me though to open up the PPT consistently. And now I always open them, like always open PPT. And I think it started a good habit for me.
Yeah, that's very smart to do. I don't blame you at
take
all.
my workshop, Kasie. I'll help you get more apples. Yes, Paige, I need to. She offers free workshops.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
I just realized that you can see all the like blankets and things on my couch. It's fine. This is real life.
My light's in my face.
Oh, okay. I'm looking through from the beginning of our chat to see if there are any other questions. That way, if
Yes,
they're
let
still
me
here
know.
or they come back.
Oh, Danny wants to take it. I explained. Oh, what is a moderator? I think I explained that one.
Yeah. Somebody wrote, I like the simplicity of your trifold background. This is all the Dollar Tree, everybody. If you've got Dollar Tree or access to a printer, if you don't own a printer, go to the library and take some quarters. You'd be good to go.
If you're in
Sharing the
Japan,
link.
go to the 100 yen shop. It's amazing.
What's a 100 yen shop? Is that like a Dollar Tree?
It's like
in
$1.
Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I go back there.
People are talking about their garden. Somebody wrote that's an interesting job. That's probably when we were talking about cruise ships.
Yeah, that was way at the beginning. That was Kelly. Danny, if you like gardening, Danny, Happy Farms, Louisiana has some awesome gardening videos. I love them. Let's see. Karen, the blue wrenches mean you can kick spam trolls off and delete comments.
That's right. You're basically the best.
Hang on, Paige. Well, let's see. You guys can be moderators as long as you promise to protect me from crazy people when I get, more subscribers than my 200.
Well, definitely.
Let's see.
Just wrote to Paige. I wrote, Paige, I'll come visit you when I come back to Charleston.
Awesome.
I love Charleston.
I've never stayed there before. I need to travel the States. I've lived overseas, but I've never traveled the States very much. I mean,
wait, were you born in the States?
I was born, I'm from Boston.
Okay.
You can only hear it once in a while. And then at 18, my husband and I went active duty. And then we got stationed in Florida for 5 years and then went overseas for 17. So, and now we're back.
Your kids do high school overseas?
What's that?
Did your kids do high school overseas?
Yes.
Or grade school? How'd they like that?
Their first time coming back to the States was for college, both of them.
Wow.
I mean,
we
we visited, but my son's reaction was, he called me up, Mom, they call train stations like a roof with sticks on top or sticks holding them up because, the train stations in Germany were like these huge things and vending machine and food. Well, he didn't bring any like food with him. He thought he could just go and get some food. So.
I culture shock when I went to Europe, but I didn't stop. Germany was just part of my layover to get to Vienna. So, yeah.
This was my hardest transition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was hard about it? Like,
we're not around all the military family, it's, everyone has their families here.
So as a military wife, I'm told that all like the MLMs they target people who are military or stay-at-home moms. Is that true in your experience or people
Sure.
or have seen? Okay.
Yeah, I know lots of friends that do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
was active duty too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. There you go.
But then
That's
I was, a spouse for more years.
Of course.
So let's see. All right, she sent that to Danny. Can you save the chat? I think once it's all processed and uploaded to my YouTube channel, it'll automatically save, but I think it takes a couple hours, I've noticed, after my lives.
And then it won't show the entire chat at the beginning. Like if somebody wrote a question at 30 minutes in, you have to go to 30 minutes in the video and it will pop up. It will keep in real time, if that makes sense.
It does. So I added Karen and Paige. You should be moderators. Oh, I see Paige. Paige said she's moving to Denver in July. So you need to come soon.
Yeah. Oh, you'll miss Charleston. It's so lovely.
Yeah.
Like I wish tokens could be redeemed for like Airbnb gift card, like just like $5 or $10. That can add up, right?
Right.
Like Eric, when Eric watches this video, because I know he clearly will, you need to talk to VIPKid about like getting gift cards to other places. Not that I don't love Amazon, Target, and Starbucks. They're great, but you should add.
Now,
Food for
if
thought.
he does watch this, I've messaged you to do a live interview with me, Eric. So I'm ready
right.
to do a real interview this time instead of running behind you and hiding. So
Did he agree to do a real one here?
no, I haven't seen him
Okay.
answer my question. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I sent it to him differently. The rest of you I emailed. For him, I just sent him a message.
I'm
So.
looking here.
All
Are you
right.
gonna, have you done like Teacher Aaron, Teacher Michael?
Teacher Michael hasn't written me back.
Okay.
Erin, I haven't heard from yet.
Well, she just got married, right?
I think.
Like, I think last weekend she got married.
Yeah, maybe.
So, and I
but
haven't
some of
talked,
them, I mean, you know,
I haven't
it's
talked to
probably
Teacher Michael, but when you interview him, because I'm sure you will, ask him future question. Ask him what happened to his podcast, because I love those.
Oh yeah, I don't know that
if-
I've heard his podcast.
It's the only VIP. He does basically what you're doing here, but in
Mhm.
podcast form. And he'll like try to find teachers with unique stories or backgrounds and who travels and who doesn't. Like, it's actually very interesting.
Good. I really want to interview a speech pathologist because I have some questions. I love this world of speech and I've always asked lots of friends about it, but I have one that I would love to help his speech. But yeah. Okay, we have 3 questions left. Guys, if you have anything else, write them in the chat and I'm just going to ask her the final 3 while we're
All right, final 3 questions. I'm
final
ready.
3, unless they ask them in the chat. And then it'll be the final 4 or 5, you know. So what do you think are qualities of a good teacher and what are your strengths as a teacher?
And this is for online teaching or just teaching in general?
Whatever you'd like.
Okay. I would say the top 3, in my opinion, would be the ability to adapt, because not every student's going to learn the same. You're going to have people who are fast readers, slow readers, don't want to be a reader. You have to adapt to the strengths and weaknesses of the student or students you're teaching. I would say being welcoming, because I know at least learning English from a stranger on a computer screen, if you are not welcoming, that child is not going to want to look at you, like at all. And I would say, at least from VIPKid standpoint, being memorable so that when that child goes to book their next class, they can think, you know what, I had fun with Teacher Kristen. We learned these things. We played games. We got things done. You know what? I remember her. I will book her again. So welcoming, adaptable, and memorable, I think, are the top ones. Great. When it comes to like being a good teacher, just in my opinion.
Paige said she has 2 empty rooms, no charge. Yes.
This just sounds like a vlog in the making.
Right. Number 2, where do you see yourself in 5 years in VIPKid or just in general?
I hope in 5 years. I hope that I'm still teaching, but probably just as a part-time. I mean, the beautiful thing about this platform is if I'm full-time teaching, getting married, doing a musical, I can lower my classes with no repercussions. Like, you have the freedom to do that. So I hope in 5 years I'm still able to use VIPKid, you know, where it fits in my life. I would hope that I would have a home, because I told you we are putting money down to buy a home in the next year too. I don't really know where else, but hopefully happy and healthy and not in a quarantine anymore. Able to go outside. In 5 years, I hope we're able to go outside.
So do you live like in a city or because we go outside and there's lots of people in my little neighborhood walking around and.
I live just outside of the city limits of Columbus, Ohio. Like if I get in my car and go down the street, within 5 minutes, I can see the skyline or the city. So where I live, I have places to walk. I don't see many people taking walks right now. You can assume why. But yeah, in terms of city life, we live just outside the city, so suburbs.
Okay. We were just all talking like on our walk. We saw everybody and I'm like, hey, how are you guys doing? And they're like doing the same thing you're doing, just trying to stay away from each other and get our walks in. Like,
exactly. No, don't get sick, be safe, all the fun stuff. Yeah.
And do you have a favorite resource book?
To show my kids or like for me to learn as a teacher?
I think for you to learn as a teacher, but if you have anything to share with us.
I have actually his entire book series. Prior to becoming a K-8 music teacher, I only taught private lessons, like private voice and piano. So the idea that a student would have to be forced to learn music and not want to learn music baffled me, because I was so used to, because like I told you, I went college cruise ship theater. Like there was no like class outside of substitute teaching, which I was fine. I really like Michael Linson's series. It's all about like classroom management for specials teachers. So art classes, gym, music, whatever. I bought all of these. This was like my crash course back into music education with, you know, how to deal with kids that don't want to learn your subject matter and how to make the most of the ones that do and how to have them live happily in a classroom. Because honestly, I came home from my first like couple weeks of teaching and I turned to my husband and be like, what do you mean they don't want to sing in choir? Choir's awesome. What do you mean a 13-year-old boy doesn't want to sing Amazing Grace in choir? Be like, no, that your subject is not cool to them right now.
Right.
I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna accept that. But
I was
yeah,
a long-term PE sub. I loved it. Everybody loves PE. Well, not everybody, but a lot of them love PE. I loved it. And then I wore
Awesome.
yoga pants every day. And then I never went back and I wore yoga pants every day to my kindergarten classroom.
Of course.
Yep.
Right now, since we are quarantining our kids and doing online teaching, my PE teacher asked me if I would film myself trying to do like the physical education challenges she's sending to the middle schoolers.
Uh-huh.
She goes, I think they'll be more inclined to do their assignments if they see their music teacher failing at doing them. And I was like, oh, okay, great. So that's a lot of our classes right now are really using the honor system. Like if a child practices their instrument, mom or dad signs their practice log, snaps a picture on their phone and emails it to me. And we like honestly have to do it like that. Our main core, like math and science, they're using Zoom. Like right now they're doing this and that's how they're doing everything. But we have no idea what's going to happen. Like if we're going to do 3 more weeks like we're supposed to, if we're going to go the whole year. We find out here in Ohio in about an hour and a half what's going to happen.
Oh, wow. You'll have to keep us posted.
I know. I'm going to try to keep the vlogs as much as I can. Like the day I just did like a morning routine of a quarantine teacher. I'll probably do a day in the life of remote teaching, like come teach with me where I put the camera here and I actually show me. I feel like I'm Mr. Rogers when I pre-film like, hello, kindergarten. Today we're going to read, you know, this one and we're going to do this Go Noodle and we're going to do all of these things. But you can't assign homework to a kindergartner. And that's what kind of makes it hard is you have to just trust that they're watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll make it through. If you're a teacher watching this, you're doing a great job because this is hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Paige, it's cold in Ohio, non-Florida. True, Paige, you're right.
It is 33 degrees here right now. I just checked. So yes. Oh,
it was 80 yesterday.
It was 65 yesterday. So Ohio weather doesn't really stay consistent.
Right.
Ever.
Paige said she's blessed where we live. It's warm and she can get out. Karen, thanks for coming. Karen said she needs to go.
Oh, well, thanks for hanging out with us.
I know that was like an hour and a half, I think.
Wow. Is that how long these typically go for you?
No, my last 2 have been like this. But when we have an active chat, that's kind of what happens. So
it's great though, right? An active chat's the best.
Oh, it's so much fun to see everybody in there. But wow, thank you everybody for hanging on this long.
That's awesome. I'm gonna put my YouTube in the chat if that's okay.
Of course, this is the time. You're supposed to plug your channel. Let us know what's upcoming.
Oh, well, that's my channel. Upcoming is that 5,000 subscriber giveaway. And if you're on Instagram, I'm really trying to grow like teacher, like VIPKid teacher. So I just put my Instagram in there. Okay. Follow me there. I always follow back VIPKid teachers because I always like to see like what's their morning routine. Do they actually like shower before class or do they roll out of bed like this one? My most recent video, like I said, was a quarantine morning routine. And it literally shows me like on camera walking in, setting this up. I have my pullover, like my little sweatshirt and zip up VIPKid here. So whatever pajamas I'm wearing, that just goes right over it. Got like my water and stuff here. Like everything is just set up so I can roll out of bed at 5:52 for a 6 o'clock class.
Oh no, I give myself 30 minutes. I have to get my coffee and everything ready. Yeah.
Oh, my Ninja coffee bar downstairs is set to like brew the cup at 6:50. So I can like get up, use the restroom, brush my teeth, put this hair up some way, grab the coffee and come in and everything's setup.
Nice.
I know.
Good.
Laziness at its finest.
And I just followed you on Instagram. I followed you back on there. So awesome.
If anybody watching this follows, I will definitely follow back because I just love seeing them. All the accounts.
I'm just starting to learn how to post there now. So you'll start seeing some things on there. So
it's a good community. Like if you go there not for vanity, just go there to like share a message. It's actually very fulfilling.
oh,
Like
good.
you'll see on mine, you'll see like the prop we talked about is one of the pictures. Me backstage at that musical that closed is there. Like you'll be able to see all these shots of just basically life, like being a teacher, being outside life, being a teacher. I don't know. It's nice.
Fun. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. This has been great. And I never know how to sign off on these. So this is, I'm just like, okay, goodbye, everybody. And then I close it really quick. So I'm working on my closing.
You should ask them. We should ask them if they like that. Here, should I do a mock one? And then you can tell me if it's
go
terrible.
for it. I'm learning.
Okay. We could do like, thank you so much for watching. If there's any topics you want to see covered in the future, put in the chat. Make sure before you leave, you give this video a big thumbs up because it helps out the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell for all future videos. How'd I do?
You did awesome. And with that, I'm going to practice it and use it.
Now, do we have to close the Zoom chat to close the YouTube chat? How does that actually work?
I actually end the meeting here, and then I have to go into YouTube and end the stream there.
I did not know how to do this. Like, if you were to ask me to do this on my page, I couldn't do it.
That's so fun. Nancy told me I need to make a video on how to link Zoom and stuff. Really?
Well,
That's
honestly, these to-do videos, you know how we talked about retention being important? You'll get the best retention on a how-to video because I want to see how you do something from the beginning to the final product.
Okay,
like,
I will work on that with my batch videos. It's in my notes, so.
Oh, Mindy says she enjoyed the entire interview.
Wow, Mindy, thanks for hanging in there. You rock.
100 minutes. We have been streaming 100 minutes.
Wow, you guys are amazing. Kristen, thank you.
Thank you. I will talk to you later. Guys, have a good weekend. Be safe. Wash your hands. Stay away from people.
Right? Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.